Imagine a garden where every fallen branch tells a story, and every discarded bottle holds a fragment of the sun. Picture yourself walking through a path made of whispers and stones, feeling the cool breath of a sanctuary you built with your own hands. Without spending a single cent, imagine the silence broken only by the gentle rhythm of water against bamboo, turning your chaotic backyard into a hidden resort where time simply stands still. Today, we aren't just gardening. We are breathing life back into the forgotten. Welcome back to Home and Garden Borneo, your quiet corner for finding beauty in the overlooked and luxury in the simple. If you feel a deep connection to the soil and find peace in creating something from nothing, you are home. We release a new curated series of rustic inspiration every single week. So if this resonates with your soul, I invite you to subscribe and join our growing family of creators. Before we begin, I'd love to know, which part of the world are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments below. One, the floating teapot fountain. Imagine the sun beginning to set, casting long, golden shadows across your sanctuary. Above you, a piece of ancient wood, weathered by time and tide, seems to defy gravity, floating in the gentle evening breeze. It is no longer just a fallen branch. It has become a vessel for light. As the warm glow of tiny lanterns begins to flicker, dancing against the rough, silvered texture of the driftwood, you feel the weight of the day lifting. It is a bridge between the wild earth and the comfort of home, a reminder that beauty is often found in what the world has cast aside. This floating masterpiece doesn't just illuminate your garden, it illuminates the soul, inviting you to linger just a little longer under the stars, where memories are woven into the very grain of the wood. Two, the mirror window to nowhere. Picture yourself standing before an old, weathered window frame resting against a garden wall, but instead of a solid barrier, you see a portal. Through this frame, your garden doesn't end. It breathes and expands into a secret, hidden world. This is the magic of the infinite mirror, a simple trick of light that turns a narrow corner into an endless sanctuary. The glass catches the vibrant dance of the ferns and the soft blush of the flowers, reflecting them back with a quiet, silvered depth. It creates a space where reality and reflection meet, making the small and humble feel vast and majestic. It is a quiet invitation to look deeper, to find more space for peace within the boundaries of your own backyard, reminding us that even the smallest life can feel boundless when we change our perspective. Three, the bicycle flower basket. Imagine the morning sun climbing over the horizon, its first rays searching for a place to rest. As the light hits your garden, it doesn't just fall upon the leaves. Icy catches a kaleidoscope of colors frozen in glass. These are the forgotten bottles of yesterday, now reborn as a radiant trellis that dances with light. Imagine the deep emeralds, sapphire blues, and warm ambers casting long, colored shadows across your garden floor, like a cathedral built for nature itself. As your climbing roses or delicate vines begin to weave through this mosaic of light, the garden becomes a living gallery. It is a celebration of the sun and a testament to the idea that even the most common object, when placed with intention, can transform a simple backyard into a sanctuary of shimmering brilliance. Four, the stacked terracotta tower. Close your eyes and imagine a world that exists just beneath the roots of your favorite garden tree. A place where time slows down to the pace of a growing sprout, and where the moss feels like a thick, velvet carpet. This is the realm of the miniature hobbit hole, a tiny sanctuary built from the fragments of a broken pot and the whispers of your imagination. Picture a round, wooden door nestled into a grassy hill, surrounded by paths made of the smallest pebbles and gardens of delicate succulents. It is a quiet reminder that magic doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes, it lives in the smallest details we choose to nurture. As you look upon this little home, you feel a sense of childlike wonder returning, a gentle pull toward the stories we used to believe in, and the realization that even in a small corner of our yard, we can build a gateway to another world. Five, the rain chain chime. Close your eyes and listen to the heartbeat of the garden. In the distance, a hollow rhythm echoes, a soft clack of bamboo meeting stone, breaking the silence like a mindful breath. This is the shushrodoshi, the traditional deer scare that has found a new purpose in your peaceful sanctuary. Imagine the cool, clear water trickling slowly through a slender bamboo pipe, filling a balanced arm until it can no longer hold the weight. Then, in a graceful motion of surrender, it tips, releasing the water back to the earth before returning with that iconic, soul-stirring sound. It is more than a fountain. It is a lesson in the cycles of life, the filling, the letting go, and the steady return to balance. As the ripples expand in the basin below, catching the light of the afternoon sun, you feel the hurried pace of the world outside simply fade away, replaced by a meditative calm that only water and wood can provide. Six, the Ladder Herb Sanctuary. Close your eyes and listen to the sky begin to weep, but instead of the harsh clatter of water against plastic pipes, imagine a melody. Picture a vertical stream of smooth river rocks, bound together by copper wire, hanging gracefully from your roof's edge like a necklace for your home. As the rain descends, it doesn't just fall, it journeys. You can see the water dancing from stone to stone, glistening like liquid silver as it coats the ancient surfaces of the rocks. It is a slow, rhythmic descent that turns a stormy afternoon into a visual and auditory masterpiece. This rain chain is a bridge between the clouds and the earth, a gentle reminder that even the most powerful elements can be guided with grace. It invites you to stop and watch the rain, finding peace in the way nature flows when we give it a beautiful path to follow. Seven, the Mosaic Stone Path. Imagine every step you take in your garden is an act of creation, a journey across a tapestry woven from the very bones of the earth. Picture a path that doesn't just lead from one place to another, but tells a story through a mosaic of smooth river pebbles, fragments of broken terracotta, and shards of deep blue slate. As you walk, the patterns beneath your feet swirls like ancient galaxies or petals of a stone flower, feel firm yet inviting, grounding you in the present moment. The textures shift subtly under your touch, a tactile reminder of the patience required to piece together something beautiful. It is a slow, meditative walk through a gallery where nature is the artist and time is the silent observer. This path is more than a walkway. It is a sacred thread connecting the corners of your sanctuary, inviting you to slow your pace and notice the quiet magic resting beneath your feet. Eight, the Hanging Picture Frame Planter. Imagine a wall that doesn't block the world out, but filters it through the rustic grace of the forest. Picture a screen woven from the long, slender fingers of fallen dry branches, standing together like a silent row of ancient guardians. This is not the cold, sharp lines of a modern fence. It is a living texture that breathes with the wind. As the sunlight filters through the intricate, tangled gaps, it creates a shifting tapestry of lace-like shadows across your garden floor. It offers a sense of seclusion that feels natural and soft, a boundary that honors the wildness of nature while providing a quiet harbor for your thoughts. In this space, the outside world becomes a distant whisper, and you are left with the comforting presence of wood and light, a reminder that we can find our own privacy without ever losing our connection to the earth. Nine, the Sisal Ottoman. Imagine a piece of history, once destined for a cold, forgotten landfill, now transformed into a centerpiece of comfort and rustic elegance. Picture an old, rugged tire, a symbol of the industrial world, completely hidden beneath the soft, golden embrace of natural sisal rope. As you run your hand over the rhythmic, spiraling textures, you feel the warmth of the fiber and the solid strength beneath. It is a humble circle of rest, a place to sit and breathe in the scent of damp earth and blooming jasmine. This Ottoman is a silent testament to the art of renewal, a reminder that with a little patience and a gentle touch, even the most exhausted objects can find a second life of beauty and purpose. It sits quietly in your garden corner, an invitation to pause, to sit, and to reflect on the beautiful cycles of transformation that surround us. The floating moss islands. Imagine a world of silent, emerald constellations drifting across the surface of a quiet pool. These are the floating moss islands, tiny, living worlds that cradle the essence of a hidden forest. Picture soft, velvety mounds of moss resting upon recycled cork or light wood, their roots reaching down into the cool, dark water like ancient anchors. As the breeze whispers across the garden, these islands move in a slow, graceful dance, creating a shifting landscape of green against the deep reflection of the sky. It is a miniature ecosystem of peace, a reminder of the delicate balance of life that thrives in the quietest corners of nature. To watch them is to find a rhythmic stillness, a moment where the surface of the water becomes a mirror for your own inner calm, connecting you to the timeless ebb and flow of the natural world. The concrete leaf path. Imagine walking upon the very shadows of the forest, frozen in stone beneath your feet. Picture the grand, intricate veins of a giant alocasia or a broad rhubarb leaf, captured forever in a delicate yet enduring fossil of your own making. These stepping stones are not merely concrete. They are memories of the garden's peak, preserving the organic architecture of nature long after the seasons have shifted. As you step from one leaf to another, you feel the subtle ridges and valleys of the stone, a tactile connection to the earth's silent pulse. Each stone is unique, a singular thumbprint of the wild, guiding you through your sanctuary with a grace that feels both ancient and new. It is a path that honors the life of the garden, turning a simple walkway into a gallery of natural wonders, where every footfall is a tribute to the beauty that grows around us. The copper PVC rose trellis. Imagine a structure that captures the warmth of a setting sun, even on the cloudiest of days. Picture slender, elegant lines of copper weaving upward, standing as a brilliant skeleton for your most cherished climbing roses. While it carries the expensive luster of a high-end estate, it began as something humble and overlooked. As the deep green leaves and velvety petals of the roses begin to embrace the metallic glow, a beautiful dialogue begins between the man-made and the organic. The copper doesn't just support the plant, it highlights its life, creating a vibrant contrast that feels both modern and timelessly romantic. This trellis is a promise to your garden, a sturdy, shimmering hand held out to help the beauty of nature reach for the sky, turning a simple garden wall into a vertical masterpiece of light and bloom. "13. The Sunken Log Fire Pit. Imagine the world slowing down as the cool evening air begins to settle over your sanctuary. Deep within the heart of your garden, there is a hollow of warmth, a place where the earth itself seems to cradle a flickering flame. Around this sacred circle, ancient logs are nestled into the ground, half buried as if they have been part of the landscape for centuries. These are not just seats. They are invitations to gather, to share stories, and to feel the steady pulse of the earth beneath you. As the fire crackles and the scent of burning cedar fills the air, the boundaries of the modern world fade away. You are left with the timeless dance of light and shadow against the raw, honest texture of the wood. It is a sanctuary of togetherness, a humble hearth where the simplest elements, fire, earth, and wood, remind us that the greatest luxuries are the moments we spend in quiet connection with nature and each other. "14. The Inverted Bottle Border. Imagine a garden where the boundaries are drawn with light and glass, turning a simple garden bed into a shimmering crown. Picture a row of inverted glass bottles, their rounded bases emerging from the dark soil like smooth, colorful gems. Instead of a forgotten discard, each bottle becomes a guardian of the earth, catching the low rays of the sun and turning them into a glowing ribbon of emerald, sapphire, and amber. As the rain washes over them, they sparkle with a renewed brilliance, reflecting the lush greenery they protect. It is a boundary that doesn't just separate, but celebrates, a reminder that beauty can be found in the most humble of shapes when we look at them with a creative heart. This border is a testament to the idea that our gardens are living galleries, where even a simple glass vessel can become a pillar of art, grounding our sanctuary in a kaleidoscope of light. "15. The Teacup Herb Wall. Imagine a vertical garden that whispers stories of old afternoon conversations and quiet morning rituals. Picture a weathered wooden wall, adorned with a collection of vintage ceramic teacups, each one cradling a small, fragrant tuft of emerald herbs. These cups, once part of a forgotten set, now hold the essence of life, the peppery scent of basil, the cooling breath of mint, and the woody aroma of rosemary. As you reach out to pluck a leaf, the delicate porcelain feels cool against your skin, a beautiful contrast to the rough, sun-warmed timber behind it. It is a living pantry that celebrates the small and the sentimental, turning a bare wall into a sensory journey. This herb wall is a reminder that beauty and utility can coexist in the most charming ways, inviting you to infuse your daily life with the freshness of the garden, one tiny, elegant cup at a time. 16. The Driftwood Air Plant Sculpture. Imagine a piece of wood that has traveled through rivers and seas, sculpted by the relentless rhythm of the waves, finally finding its rest in your garden. It is a skeleton of nature, silvered by the sun and smoothed by time. But instead of remaining a relic of the past, it becomes a throne for new life. Picture delicate air plants, Colander, clinging to its deep crevices, their silver-green tendrils reaching out like small, living stars. They require no soil, drawing their strength only from the mist and the air, creating a surreal dance between the ancient, weathered wood and the fresh, ethereal plants. This is a living sculpture that celebrates resilience and the beauty of minimalism. It sits as a quiet centerpiece, a reminder that even when we are stripped down to our essence, we can still host a garden of wonder, turning a simple piece of drift into a breathtaking monument of life. "17. The Old Drawer Vertical Jungle. Imagine a forgotten piece of furniture, once tucked away in a dusty corner of a home, now stepping out into the sunlight to breathe. Picture a tall stack of old wooden drawers, pulled open in a rhythmic, cascading staircase of oak and pine. Instead of linens or letters, these drawers are now overflowing with a wild, emerald life. Trailing ivy that spills over the edges like a slow-moving waterfall, and vibrant ferns that reach out with soft, feathery fingers. It is a vertical jungle born from the heart of a home, a beautiful bridge between our indoor memories and the untamed spirit of the garden. As the wood weathers and the plants grow bolder, the boundaries between the furniture and the forest begin to blur. It is a quiet reminder that even the things we have outgrown can find a new, higher purpose, turning a simple stack of wood into a living monument of growth and second chances. "18. The Colander Hanging Basket. Imagine a kitchen relic, once used to rinse the harvest of the earth, now returning to the garden to cradle life itself. Picture a bright, vintage metal colander, its surface a constellation of tiny stars that once drained water, now serving as the perfect, breathing vessel for a crown of flowers. Suspended by rustic hemp ropes, it catches the midday breeze, spinning slowly like a quiet pendulum of color. The very holes that defined its past utility now ensure the health of the soil, allowing the roots to breathe and the water to flow freely back to the ground. As vibrant petunias or trailing lobelia spill through the sides, the cold metal is softened by a cascade of living velvet. It is a charming dance of domesticity and wild growth, a reminder that beauty is not found in the price of a vessel, but in the life we choose to plant within it, turning a simple kitchen tool into a floating island of joy. "19. The Solar Bottle Lantern. Imagine the twilight hours, when the garden begins to pull a blanket of shadows over its shoulders. But instead of fading into the dark, your sanctuary begins to glow with a soft, ethereal light, as if the stars themselves have come down to rest inside a glass. Picture a collection of frosted glass bottles, their surfaces matte and smooth like sea glass, concealing a secret heart of light. These are the solar bottle lanterns, silent guardians that drink the sun's brilliance all through the day only to breathe it back as a warm, golden hum at night. Hanging from the low branches of a tree or nestled among the ferns, they turn your backyard into an enchanted glade. It is a beautiful cycle of reciprocity, the earth giving light and the glass holding it close, reminding us that even when the sun sets, the energy of the day remains, transformed into a quiet, luminescent peace that guides us through the dark. "20. The Broken Mirror Birdbath. Imagine a reflection that has been shattered, only to be pieced back together into a shimmering mosaic of light. Picture a simple, shallow stone basin, but instead of a plain surface, its heart is lined with 1,000 fragments of a broken mirror. As you fill it with clear, cool water, the garden above, the azure sky, the swaying green leaves, and the vibrant petals, is caught and multiplied in a kaleidoscope of brilliance. For the birds that descend to bathe, it is a dance of light and liquid, a shimmering oasis that sparkles like a fallen star. It is a beautiful metaphor for the garden itself, a reminder that even when things are broken, they can be rearranged into something more complex, more brilliant, and more inviting than they ever were before. It sits as a quiet, radiant jewel in your sanctuary, inviting the wild and the light to meet in a celebration of second chances. "21. The Farmhouse Tool Gallery. Imagine a wall that pays homage to the hands that have tilled the earth and the stories of seasons past. Picture a collection of vintage garden tools, rusty iron shovels, weathered wooden rakes, and heavy shears, arranged not as clutter, but as a curated gallery against a backdrop of rough-hewn timber. Each tool carries the patina of hard work, a layer of history that speaks of patience and the steady rhythm of growth. As the sun grazes the metallic edges and the worn grain of the handles, these objects become silent witnesses to the timeless bond between humans and the soil. It is a space of reflection, turning the instruments of labor into a rustic sanctuary of art. This gallery is a reminder that the tools we use to shape our world are just as beautiful as the harvest they produce, celebrating the legacy of the garden and the humble elegance of a life spent outdoors. "22. The Tree Branch Arch. Imagine walking through a portal where the wild spirit of the woods meets the curated peace of your home. Picture a grand archway, not made of cold steel or plastic, but woven from the sturdy, graceful limbs of fallen trees. These branches, with their twisting turns and rough, honest bark, reach out to embrace one another, creating a natural cathedral above your path. As the morning sun filters through the interlocking wood, it creates a dance of light and shadow that feels ancient and sacred. This is a living frame for your garden story, a sturdy hand held out for climbing jasmine or heavy grapes to follow. It is a reminder that the most beautiful structures aren't built. They are discovered within the fallen pieces of the earth, turning a simple garden entrance into a gateway to a hidden world where nature is the only architect. '23. The Pebble Mosaic Pot. Imagine a simple clay pot, once plain and unassuming, now wearing a coat of armor made from the very stars of the riverbed. Picture hundreds of smooth, water-worn pebbles, each one handpicked for its unique hue of slate, cream, or terracotta, arranged in a tight, rhythmic spiral around the vessel. As you touch the surface, you feel the cool, rounded strength of the stones, a tactile bridge between the Earth's ancient history and the vibrant life of the plant growing within. It is a slow art, a labor of patience that turns a functional object into a heavy, grounding masterpiece. In the heat of the afternoon, the stones hold the coolness of the shade, and after a rain, they glisten with a deep, saturated brilliance. This pot is a reminder that when we take the time to lay a beauty upon utility, we create something that feels both eternal and deeply personal, a quiet anchor in the ever-shifting dance of the garden. '24. The Soda Can Wall Dragonfly. Imagine a fleeting moment of grace captured forever upon your garden wall. Picture a delicate dragonfly, its wings wide and shimmering with a metallic, iridescent sheen, resting quietly against the rough texture of a wooden fence. But look closer, and you will see a story of transformation. This creature was born from the humble aluminum of a soda can, embossed by hand with intricate patterns that catch every stray beam of light. Its body is a slender sculpture of silver and blue, turning a discarded object into a celebration of flight and beauty. As the breeze passes by, the light dances across the etched metal, making it feel almost alive, a silent companion to the real dragonflies that zip through your garden. It is a reminder that art is everywhere, waiting to be freed from the most ordinary places, turning a simple piece of waste into a shimmering symbol of the soul's ability to take flight. '25. The Bamboo Bird Feeder. Imagine a quiet corner of your garden where the air is filled with the soft flutter of wings and the gentle chatter of songbirds. Nestled among the leaves, a slender piece of bamboo hangs from a silken cord, transformed into a minimalist sanctuary of rest and nourishment. This is not a plastic, factory-made object. It is a gift from the earth, hollowed by nature and shaped by your hands to serve the wild creatures that call your sanctuary home. As the sun filters through the canopy, the golden skin of the bamboo glows with a warm, organic light, harmonizing perfectly with the rustle of the wind. To watch a small bird perch upon its smooth edge is to witness a moment of pure, unhurried connection. A reminder that when we build with the materials of the land, we invite the world back into balance, one small, hollowed reed at a time. "26. The rope-wrapped planters. Imagine a plain, forgotten plastic container being slowly embraced by the rhythmic coils of natural jute and sisal. As you wrap the golden fibers around the vessel, you aren't just covering a surface, you are giving it a heartbeat. The rough, earthy texture of the rope feels warm and honest in your hands, a tactile echo of the traditional crafts that have connected us to the soil for centuries. Now, as the lush green leaves of a fern or the trailing vines of an ivy spill over the rope-covered rim, the planter feels like it has grown directly from the earth itself. It is a soft, rustic sanctuary for your plants, bringing a touch of coastal soul and handmade warmth to your garden corner. This simple transformation is a reminder that beauty is often just a layer away, waiting for a gentle touch to turn the ordinary into something that feels timeless and deeply cherished. "27. The Fairy Waterfall Bucket. Imagine a secret spring hidden within the heart of an old, weathered bucket, where the water doesn't just flow, it tells a story. Picture a rustic metal pail, tilted gently as if by an invisible hand, with a cascade of shimmering blue glass pebbles or a slow trickle of real water spilling over its brim. This is the Fairy Waterfall, a tiny sanctuary of motion and light. Surrounding this miniature cataract are mossy cliffs, tiny ferns, and perhaps a small wooden bridge built for travelers no larger than a dragonfly. As the water catches the morning light, it creates a sense of rhythmic life in the smallest of spaces. It is a reminder that even within the boundaries of a simple vessel, we can build an entire world of wonder, inviting a sense of mystery and enchantment to rest quietly in a corner of our garden. "28. The Rustic Log Stairs. Imagine a path that doesn't just cut through the earth, but feels as though it was placed there by the forest itself. Picture thick, sturdy rounds of fallen timber, nestled deep into the gentle slope of your garden, creating a rhythmic ascent of wood and moss. As you place your foot upon the weathered grain, you feel the solid, grounding strength of the tree's memory beneath you. These are not the cold, sharp edges of concrete. They are soft, organic thresholds that invite you to climb slowly and notice the life at your feet. The tiny wildflowers peeking through the gaps and the soft velvet of green moss claiming the bark. It is a stairway that honors the natural contours of the land, turning a simple incline into a journey of rustic grace. In this space, every step upward is a quiet conversation with the earth, a reminder that the most beautiful way to move through the world is to follow the path nature has already provided. '29. The Antique Key Garden Wind Chimes. Imagine the wind has a voice, and it speaks in the delicate, metallic whispers of secrets long forgotten. Picture a collection of heavy, iron antique keys, once the guardians of doors and chests, now suspended from a weathered piece of driftwood, hanging like a row of skeletal charms. As a gentle breeze passes through your sanctuary, these keys begin to dance, striking one another with a soft, melodic clink that sounds like the ghost of a distant bell. It is a song of history and mystery, a beautiful transformation of cold, industrial metal into a whimsical instrument of the air. As the sun catches the rusty patina and the intricate shapes of the wards, you feel a sense of timelessness settling over the garden. It is a reminder that even the things that no longer hold a lock can still open our hearts to wonder, turning a simple garden corner into a place where the wind tells a story of the past. '30. The Coconut Shell Birdhouse. Imagine a gift from the tropics, born in the high canopy and now resting in your own garden to provide shelter for the smallest of travelers. Picture a sturdy, rounded coconut shell, its rough husk smoothed by the elements and its heart hollowed out to create a perfect, natural sanctuary. This is not just a birdhouse. It is an organic cradle, a small world of warmth and safety tucked away from the wind and rain. As the sun warms the dark, fibrous shell, it blends seamlessly with the branches around it. A secret home known only to the feathered residents and the quiet observer. It is a beautiful full circle, a fruit of the earth becoming a home for the creatures of the sky. This simple, humble vessel is a reminder that the best architecture often comes from nature itself, requiring only a gentle hand to turn a fallen shell into a monument of hospitality and life. A garden is never truly finished. It is a living, breathing testament to our patience and our dreams. As you look at your yard today, don't just see the empty spaces or the debris. See the potential for magic. Thank you for spending these quiet moments with me. May your hands stay busy and your heart stay peaceful until we meet again next week. Happy creating.